Hey Spotty Doggers, welcome back to the channel. Apologies if the audio is a bit crap. I'm not really sure how this is going to work. But yeah, as you can see, Spotty Dog Wargaming presents a new challenger. So this is what this video is going to be about. It's going to be discussing this tournament that we're, Spotty Dog, are going to be hosting the Element Games on the 3rd and 4th of June 2023. So might seem like a long way away, and it is, but myself and Matt Pell, who are arranging it, organising it, and running it, wanted to give ourselves the best opportunity possible to make this a really, really good event for everybody. So, yep, so we booked it for 3rd and 4th of June. I won't go to the boring bits of how it came about and what have you, but something that we've always wanted to do, never got round to doing. So we decided to crack on and get it done. So this video is just basically going to be a bit of an announcement, running through one or two things, and as you can see in the top left of your screen, it's going to be announcing one prize partner, I suppose you could call them, SCIBOR Miniatures, who are the first people to get back to me, and are going to be offering prize support and a little bit of promotion via their Facebook as well. So the first part of this video will be me just running through this banner that you can see, and the second part will be me talking a little bit about SCIBOR and what they have to offer. Okay, so pretty standard really. So it's going to cost you £40, which will include 5 games of 9th Age at 4,500 points. So standard. Lunch on both days. Now, traditionally Element Games, it's usually a Subway lunch, but we're discussing maybe doing it ourselves, something ourselves. So we'll see. To be announced. Might just end up going down the Subway route, but we shall see. Podium prizes, so again pretty standard, first, second and third. Spot prizes, all 5 rounds. So this is something that I remember having when I went to Midlands GT years ago and played Warhammer Fantasy Battles 8th edition. It was something pretty cool, funky little things like first wizard to miscast in a round, possibly, or the first general that dies, or first unit that fails its panic test. The player will just call out and they'll win a prize. Now, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I have emailed a lot of companies. 3 or 4 of them have come back, one of them being SCIBOR, as I mentioned. So I'm hoping to have some really cool little prizes, whether that just be, you know, a miniature or some tokens or what have you, dice maybe. But I'm hoping to have some really cool little spot prizes. Next one, painting prizes. This is something that myself and Pell have spoken about. Just wanted to do something a little bit differently. I know they do something like this at Bristol as well. I think it's a really good idea. So we don't just want to have best army, although there will be a best army, because basically it's usually won by the same people. No disrespect, they've got absolutely beautiful armies, but perhaps people who are new to the hobby or aren't quite, you know, don't fancy painting a brand new army. I want to give those people something a little bit different. So we're probably going to do something like best unit or best monster, possibly, hopefully both if we can get enough prizes, just to incentivize people to maybe repaint a unit or paint a new unit up for the tournament, get it based up nice and looking good so they can enter that competition. Just a little bit of something for everybody, but there will be a best army prize as well. Next one, again, this was Pell's idea, and I think it's a really good idea. Best rookie prize. So, again, these are all just kind of ideas floating around. We put for attendees having 5 or less previous tournaments under their belts. Others may be added at TO discretion. So this really was to try and encourage new players to the 9th Age, get new players to the event, just to see what it's all about. Because I'm sure there are players out there who had or still have their 8th edition armies kind of kicking around on the shelves or in boxes in the attic or at their parents or have you, and probably don't even know 9th Age exists, or probably don't know how accessible it is. So over the next 7 months or 6 or 7 months, however long it is, we're going to be trying to encourage new players to the 9th Age and get them to the tournament. Element's a really nice place to play, and it's a nice little community to get involved with. So there's going to be, or I'm going to be, well, with Pal's help I assume, we're going to be trying to promote this tournament via as many different kind of mediums as we can, whether that be existing 9th Age podcasts, existing 9th Age YouTubers, but I'm also going to be trying to hit some of the Warhammer Fantasy Battle pages that are on Facebook and really getting this tournament out there, and in doing so putting 9th Age out there as well. And finally, there's going to be a best sport prize. I think this is really, really important. It's not something I've seen at the last 2 tournaments that we went to that I can remember anyway. There certainly wasn't one at Breakthrough. I don't think there was one at Birmingham, Walsall, when I went there either, but I think it's really important to have a best sport prize, because we should all be encouraging people to be better opponents and to be better players themselves. So I think it's really important to have a best sports prize, and that's something we're going to do as well. So that's pretty much it for that. Obviously the venues at Element Games, as we've said, but yeah, we really want this to be the best 9th Age event on the calendar. And I know obviously there's a few events that are going to take some beating, but you've got to aim high. Okay, so that's pretty much that. The next part of the video is going to be about SCIBOR, as they're the first people that have said that they're going to offer prize support. So let's do a little bit more about them. Okay, so Spotty Dog Wargaming is proud to announce that SCIBOR Monstrous Miniatures has agreed to offer prize support and promotion of the event through their Facebook page. Okay, now it's only been a couple of 3 emails bandied back and forth between ourselves, but they came back straight away and said, yeah, we'd love to be a part of this, and they're happy to basically put us on their Facebook page, promote the event a little bit, which is great. And yeah, they've offered to give us some prize support. Now I don't suppose many of you particularly know SCIBOR that well, but they're a company that's quite close to my heart, because as you know, guys and girls who've watched the channel from its inception in 2015 or 2016, whenever I first started doing bat reps, you would notice that pretty much the majority of my Dwarven Holds army, with the exception of a few Games Workshop models, pretty much was all SCIBOR miniatures. I'm talking about the War Bears, the Ducal Guard, which I used as Rangers and Longbeards at one point, Greybeards, the Golden Guards, the Dwarf Veterans, all absolutely fantastic sculpt. So to have these guys on board, it's yeah, it really does mean a lot to me, because I'm a massive fan of their models. Now I did, obviously, as I've just said, I did used to have pretty much a full Dwarven Holds army of SCIBOR miniatures. The majority of them have been sold, because I got rid of my Dwarven Holds army, but I do still have some SCIBOR miniatures which I'm painting up now. I actually didn't even know I got them. I must have bought them, Christ, I don't know, second lockdown or something, as a painting project, and they just got put away in the drawer. And as I was tidying my office up a couple of weeks ago, I found basically 3 brand new inboxes units of SCIBOR miniatures. So like 30 or 40 miniatures maybe, as you'll see on the next slide. But the image in the bottom left there, I've actually got 2 boxes of those lads, which I've got them ready to get them base coated now, but they're going to be part of what's going to be my new Infernal Dwarf army, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, that's just three pictures of my current SCIBOR. So the guys at the top left are the ones you've just seen on the previous slide. They're the what are they called? Dwarven. I can't remember. Veterans maybe, are they? Noble Guard they are. They come in 3 different types. There's Noble Guards with spears, or Noble Guards with like great axes, I think. I think that's right. So I've got those guys on corks ready for the airbrush basically. And then I've got 2, well, they're giants, but so I bought those for the first lockdown just as a painting project. But they're also now going to be part of the Infernal Dwarf army. They're going to be probably centaurs, I think, because they're already mounted on a 50 by 75mm base, so I think they'd make pretty decent centaur models. And then bottom left, these are I think dwarves from Ice Mountain, I think they're called. I bought them a couple of years ago to be Rangers in my Dwarven Hold army. I think they look pretty cool with their big fur coats on. Absolutely fantastic sculpts, but they're also going to be part of this new Infernal Dwarf army. I guess they could be anything you like, really. There's models in there with big hammers, big axes. There's also a couple of guys with like shotguns in there as well. So I guess they could be the blunderbuss lads if need be. But yeah, absolutely brilliant sculpts, and it's absolutely fantastic to have these guys on board. Yeah, and just finally, I'll read it out because there might be some people who are listening to headphones and not actually watching the video. So I'll be providing updates on the event through this channel weekly or whenever there is news. What it means by whenever there is news is if a new company comes on board offering price support. Now, I do have another one in the pipe. In fact, there's two in the pipeline really, but one company said if we can get up to 24 attendees, then they would rediscuss price support. That's Deep Cut Studios. I'm actually hoping we can get a mat, but that might be a little bit much to ask. Or, maybe we can go for a dice tray or something. But if we can get up to 24 as a start, then we can start talking to them. Obviously, it is a 44-man event. I don't think I said that at the beginning. We've initially got the venue booked for 44 attendees, but there is an option to increase it to 66. That just depends how ticket sales go. Next thing, it would be great if we could have some guests on the channel. So if you'd like to appear on Spotty Dog, please get in touch. I'd like to do a Meet the Players series if there is enough interest from the attendees. So anybody who fancies coming on the channel, having a chat, then yeah, message me on the 9th Age forum, or you can message me on here, doesn't matter which. It'd be great to start having a few guests on just to generate a little bit of hype for the event, probably into next year, before Christmas is a little bit too soon to start getting people on, unless people are really keen, then that would be great. Finally, if you would like to sign up for the event, I have put the details in the video's description. It'll just be a link to the 9th Age forum where you can write down your interest in attending. You'll also find the PayPal details there to purchase your ticket. And yeah, that's pretty much everything from me today. There'll be hopefully some more news in the coming weeks, but if you could all please spread the word of the event, tell your friends, anybody who's thinking about getting into the hobby, into the 9th Age hobby, this would be an ideal tournament for them to do so, with the best rookie prize. And if we can it'd be great to have a whole host of rookies playing. That would be absolutely brilliant. So yeah, that's all from me today, and the plan is to hopefully get a video out per week if we can get enough interest in the event, so I can start spamming some more companies for freebies and such like. But yeah, cheers for listening guys, and I'll catch you in the next video.